Fellas, let's be honest. Women's communication can sometimes feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. You've heard it before. I'm fine. Sounds simple, right? But here's the kicker. When a woman says those two words, they often mean something completely different. What if I told you that in some cases, it could even be her way of signaling that she's in the mood? Surprised? Good. This is not about guessing games or stereotypes. It's about understanding a deeper layer of communication that many men, especially those of us in the prime of our lives, tend to overlook. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only unravel this mystery, but also understand how to respond in a way that keeps the fire alive in your relationship. First, I want to discuss why I'm fine rarely means she's actually fine. And here's the first truth bomb. Women are often indirect in expressing their feelings. Why? Society has conditioned many of them to avoid being too blunt, especially about sensitive topics like intimacy. Saying, "I'm fine," might not mean she's angry or upset. It could be a subtle way of testing your attentiveness or even hinting at something more intimate. The problem is that most men take this phrase at face value. When your wife or partner says she's fine, you might think, "Great, problem solved," and go back to watching the game or scrolling through your phone. But in reality, you might be missing an opportunity to connect with her on a deeper level, both emotionally and physically. Picture this. You've had a long day, and so has she. You ask her how she's feeling, and she responds with a flat, "I'm fine." Instead of shrugging it off, you take a moment to notice her body language. Maybe she's lingering closer to you than usual, or there's a softness in her tone. These are subtle signals that she might be craving intimacy, but doesn't want to say it outright. Next time you hear "I'm fine," don't assume the conversation is over. Respond with curiosity. "Are you sure? You seem like you might have something on your mind." This shows that you're paying attention, which is often the first step toward breaking down her barriers. And if she leans into the moment, don't hesitate to shift the energy. Offer a comforting touch, a playful joke, or a meaningful compliment. These small gestures can pave the way to something more passionate. Next, the body language behind "I'm fine." Words are only part of the story. Studies show that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. When a woman says "I'm fine," her body language might be screaming something entirely different. Here's the catch. Most men aren't wired to pick up on subtle cues. We're problem solvers. If we don't hear a direct request, we don't act. But this can lead to frustration on her part and missed opportunities for you both. Imagine sitting on the couch together. She says "I'm fine," but keeps brushing her hand against yours or sitting unusually close. Her tone may be neutral, but her actions suggest she wants your attention, perhaps even your affection. Start observing her physical cues more closely. Is she maintaining eye contact, laughing a little too hard at your jokes, finding excuses to touch you? These could be signs she's in the mood but is too shy or too playful to say it outright. Don't ignore these signs. Instead, match her energy. Lean in, make a lighthearted comment, or create an environment where she feels safe expressing her desires. Okay, next, emotional intimacy as a gateway to physical intimacy. Here's something you might not want to hear. A woman's desire for intimacy is often tied to her emotional connection with you. If she feels emotionally neglected, she's less likely to initiate physical intimacy, even if she secretly wants it. As men, we sometimes compartmentalize our emotions. We assume that physical closeness is enough to maintain the bond. But for many women, emotional intimacy is the precursor to physical passion. Ignoring her emotional needs can lead to a communication breakdown, even if she's subtly signaling her interest in other ways. Let's say you've been busy with work and haven't spent much quality time together. One evening she says, "I'm fine," but there's a hint of disappointment in her voice. What she might really mean is, "I miss you," and she's hoping you'll take the initiative to reconnect, not just emotionally, but physically as well. Take a proactive approach. Surprise her with a heartfelt compliment or reminisce about a special memory you shared. Show her that she's still the center of your world. This emotional validation can open the door to deeper physical intimacy. So, how to respond when "I'm fine" leads to frustration. Sometimes, "I'm fine" can be a test. Women may use it to gauge your patience and attentiveness. And let's face it, tests can be frustrating, especially when you feel like you're walking on eggshells. If you react with irritation or dismissiveness, you're playing right into her fears that you're not fully present. This can create a cycle where she withdraws further, making it even harder to reconnect. You ask her if something's wrong, and she replies, "I'm fine." You sigh loudly and say, "Okay, whatever," before turning back to the TV. Now she's not only upset but also feeling neglected. Break the cycle by staying calm and engaged. Try saying, "I know you said you're fine, but I just want to make sure you're okay. I care about you." This not only diffuses tension, but also reassures her that you're on her team. And who knows, that simple act of patience might just reignite the spark between you. Okay, to end this topic, let's talk about the playful side of "I'm fine." Women often use humor and playfulness to signal their interest. When she says "I'm fine" with a smirk or a twinkle in her eye, she might be inviting you to read between the lines. Many men mistake this playful attitude as dismissiveness. You might think she's teasing or being sarcastic, but in reality, she could be giving you the green light to turn up the romance. You're joking around in the kitchen, and she playfully says, "I'm fine," while nudging you with her shoulder. Her tone is light, her smile is wide, and her body language is open. Don't miss this chance to escalate the playfulness. Tease her back, pull her into a spontaneous hug, or whisper something cheeky in her ear. Women love it when you can match their playful energy. It keeps the relationship exciting and fun. Gentlemen, the next time your partner says "I'm fine," don't take it at face value. Use what you've learned here to decode her real intentions. Whether it's emotional closeness, physical intimacy, or playful connection, understanding her hidden messages can transform your relationship. Remember, communication is about more than just words. It's about attentiveness, emotional connection, and mutual respect. By responding thoughtfully, you not only make her feel cherished, but also reignite the passion that brought you together in the first place. Now, here's where you come in. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Have you experienced moments where "I'm fine" meant something completely different? Let's hear your stories. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on relationships, communication, and keeping the spark alive. Your relationship deserves it. Keep watching, and we'll see you in the next video.